Hello.
We are back with pretending we are down at the River Nile with our container of water here. And today we are going to try a sink and float activity to see what items that we have found around our classroom will sink in water and what items will float. So what does it mean if an item sinks? That means that if we put it into the water, and this bit of water here, you can see here's my finger in the water, it would sink down to the bottom of the container. If one of our toys were to float, when we put it in the water, it would stay right at the top on the surface of the water. So Miss Varen and I went all around Tiny Da Vinci and we collected this whole bowl of different types of toys and materials that we have used here in the classroom. And with you, we would like to experiment with which of them will sink and which of them will float. So I think I'm going to start first, and I have one of our little toy bears. Can you see that here? So I'm going to take this bear, and what do you think? Do you think it's going to sink or float in the water? Let's see what happens. Oh, do you see it here? When we put that bear in the water, it sunk. It sunk to the bottom of the water. All right, Miss Varen, which one would you like to try?
Okay, I'm going to pick the strawberry. Do you guys see? Do you guys think it's going to sink or float? Okay, let's try. Oh, and do you see where it is? It's right at the top, and that means it's floating.
All right, let's try another. I am going to try this blue Lego, well, Duplo. Here it goes. Let's see what happens. Oh, what is it doing? It's floating. All right, Miss Varen's turn.
Okay, I think I'm going to choose the washcloth.
What is a washcloth going to do?
Do you think it's going to sink or float, guys? Let's find out.
What is it doing?
It's at the bottom. That means it's sunk.
It's sinking down. There's a little part of it that's still trying to come back up, but mostly it's sinking. Okay, I have our triceratops here, our wooden triceratops. What is this big dino going to do? Oh, it started to sink, but it bounced right back up, and now it's floating on the top. Do you see that here? All right, I'm going to take a few of these things out of the water, and we're going to try a few more from our bowl, but I want to be sure that you can see the different things that are going in the water.
Okay, I think next we should try a car.
Big tow truck.
Oh,
What is it doing? It looks like it's trying to float. Do you
It's
see
kind
how
of
it's still kind of
right
up
in the
here?
middle.
The bottom end is sinking, but the top is trying to stay floating. All right, what else do we have here? Oh, we have one of our toy eggs from when we were doing our baby chick activities. All right, let's see what this does. Ready? Floats right on top.
Okay, I'm going to use a piece of chalk. Oh, and it sunk right to the bottom.
See that? That went straight down. All right, friends, I have one of our big color bottles. What do you think this is going to do? It's pretty heavy. Let's see what happens. Well, it's doing a little bit of both. The heavy top with the lid has sunk to the bottom, but part of it's trying to float up to the surface. All right, we have just a few more.
Okay, I'm going to use this baby cow. And it floats.
Okay, and I have our little rhinoceros. Here it goes. It sunk.
I'm going to use this lid from our recycled materials. And it floats.
Floating. I wonder if anything happens if we were to flip this lid over, because how it went in with the top part was that. What if it went that way and there's some water in it? It's still floating, but the water's right up to the very edge. Okay. And I have one of our nut and bolt sets from our toolkit. Let's see there. It's floating. And one more.
And then I have some toy beans from our kitchen. They're right there. They're a little hard to see, but they're floating right on top.
All right, friends, we challenge you to do your own sink and float activity at home, and you can have a container of water or maybe do it in the sink. Whatever works for you, and you can go around with some of your different toys and see what happens. The one thing that's really fun to try, but that we didn't have at school this morning, is a clementine, which is a small orange. We sometimes eat those at school. It's fun to see what happens if you put a clementine in water with the peel still on it, and then what happens when you take the peel off. But we hope you have fun experimenting with toys at home to see what sinks and what floats. Bye, friends.
Goodbye, guys.